Greetings, folks. This is Xiao-Fury. And, well, this should be an exciting time for Avatar fans. That is, the Last Airbender fans. So there's the Avatar, the fighting game. As of the 25th, I believe Paramount has Avatar Aang, the movie, which is on streaming, which should have been put on the big screens, but whatever. And the one that I want to talk about today is the spin-off series, because it's a little hard to call it a continuation. It is called Avatar 7 Havens. And at least 3 days ago, it released a trailer. And, well, Mike and Brian are the creators of this one. I know of course, they had a hand in the other avatars, but I found out that they weren't quite the writers. I forget the fella's name. Anyway, so 7 Havens. This one looks kind of weak, just by the trailer alone. And by the pictures in the trailer, we get our earthbending avatar, because after water comes earth, according to the cycle. Okay, so it looks like this child has a twin. And just off of her looks alone, she doesn't even look like an earthbender. Remember in Avatar, it catered mainly to Asian persuasion, for lack of better words, sorry. But my goodness, this new earthbending Avatar girl who looks like she has a twin. When I first saw the trailer thumbnail, I immediately thought that she was another waterbender. And I was like, wait, what happened to Korra? And speaking of Korra, according to the trailer, it seems like Korra is absolutely responsible for this now post-apocalyptic world going on in 7 Havens. So, the previous Avatar, who was Korra, who makes a brief cameo on the trailer, it would appear that her leaving the spirit door open to the Earth realm wind up causing mass confusion. But on the trailer, she looks possessed. So even though, yes, Korra is absolutely the worst Avatar there is, for benefit of doubt's sake, it just looks like she may have did something beyond her control, next to the opening up the spirit realm, which was absolutely a bad idea. It just seems like Korra is the bad guy, and because of what she did, the Avatar who was once sought to bring balance to the world is now public enemy number 1, thus giving this new Avatar child a run for her money. The world is so bad that there are only 7 havens of safety left. Because again, if I'm not mistaken, the Avatar is now running for her own life because people lost trust in Korra and the Avatar period. But I'm going to just go back to the looks of this female. Forgive me, I kind of don't even know the girl's name. She has a peg leg, so who even knows how that happened, but I have a feeling because Toph, she was blind. So now that we have a earthbending Avatar who doesn't look anything like a Earth Kingdom citizen, she looks like a green-eyed water tribe person. But I just think that, it's a homage to the fact that, if it's a earthbending Avatar, let's give her a disability, just like how Toph did. That's just my opinion. Though the story definitely sounds extremely dark, the animation and the art style doesn't look anything like the 2 Avatar. Well, 3 if you count the movie that's out right now. The movie looks gorgeous. I haven't seen that yet. I plan to watch it very soon, God willing. But 7 Havens animation and art style, I hate to say this, but it looks very similar to Crunchyroll's High Guardian Spice. Now, I never sat down and watched the episode because that's not my cup of tea, but I did watch reviews of High Guardian Spice, and it's terrible. It's nothing but woke propaganda all over the place. But if you were to compare the two pictures, anything from High Guardian Spice and this new trailer, well, Seven Havens just looks like a glossier version of High Guardian Spice. It looks that bad. I'm sorry. And again, I'm still very frustrated that this brown girl, these twins, they were supposed to be Earth Kingdom? I'm sorry, they don't look nothing like Earth Kingdom people. I am sensing that Mike and Brian with their old woke selves, they are, doing the whole we gotta have a colored girl in charge, and even if it is completely changing how we made our original story with the Earth Kingdom people very much resembling Chinese folks. That was the inspiration. Whenever I look at the Earth Kingdom, I think about the Chinese, in a good way. But now, Earth Kingdom new avatar girl looks like a green-eyed water tribe girl. And yes, I do take issue with that. But after watching the trailer, sorry, with the lackluster animation, a very, very dark story, even though I am intrigued on knowing what exactly happened to Korra, what made her do what she did, and why she looks completely possessed. But still, I was not impressed at all. This looks like this just looks like this will do in all of the great lore that The Last Airbender brought about. I mean, Aang, forget about him. All his hard work, done. And it started with Korra, and I know people will argue that, well, what about the past avatars before her? What about them? They didn't screw up as badly as Korra did. I don't know. When I was watching season 4 of Korra, and when I saw that she left the spirit door open, and that's how they ended the show, I was just like, okay, this can't be good. This can't be good. Especially how we saw in Last Airbender, how bad it was when the spirits communed with the humans. I mean, they had some good ones, if you count Yue and the Painted Lady. But overall, the spirit world was completely, vastly different than the human world. And the two worlds looked like they could not coexist. Only if you upset them. But it's just like the worlds were separate for a reason. Legend of Korra and that wacky storyline, well, it's the reason why we have Seven Havens. But to Legend of Korra's credit, the animation and the art style was amazing, especially in season 1 and, in my opinion, season 3. This stuff, however, just looks like a High Guardian Spice with a little bit more effort. I do not like where Avatar The Last Airbender series is heading. This looks like it is going to completely change the fabric of the story to the point that, may as well just destroy it now. Yeah, with all the good things happening in the fan base of The Last Airbender, I just don't know what to think. So, that's my cat. I'm sorry. Well, I guess that's all for now. Just not really good times. But I'm going to watch that Aang the Avatar movie anyhow, because the animation looks so gorgeous. So, I guess that's all for now, folks. Thank you all, and I will talk to you all soon.